Hello, my name is Malanel Short, and I will be talking about utilizing analytical skills to break the cycle of abuse. For this presentation, I will be specifically talking about intimate partner violence and custodial stalking. Intimate partner violence is defined as violence against a partner in an intimate relationship. In the United States, IPV is the most prevalent form of violence among adolescents and emerging adults. Custodial stalking is defined as a process wherein the partner uses a legal system to overturn sharing responsibilities of childcare in order to extend control over their children and the victim as well. Custodial stalking includes reducing child support, irregular visitation appointments, and financial exploitation. Oftentimes, victims are blamed for the abuse because they stay in the relationship. However, leaving an abusive relationship is a five-step process which include pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, and maintenance. In the contemplation stage, the abused recognize that they are in an abusive relationship and considers change. The victim may contemplate for years, while she reconciles the idea and her feelings for the abuser. Then the victim moves to the preparation stage. He or she accepts that there is abuse in the relationship and begins to formulate a plan to leave. The action stage is characterized by the victim physically leaving the relationship or making attempts to achieve nonviolence, such as seeking counseling and treatment for the abuser. Finally, maintenance is when the victim avoids returning to the abusive relationship for at least 6 months. Women, for example, will leave an abusive relationship, may re-enter the relationship multiple times before ultimately ending the relationship. Victims may blame external factors rather than their abusers, such as the abuser being stressed or having a bad day at work. They may enact what researchers call the salvation ethic, wherein the abused stays in the relationship to protect the children and therefore minimizing their pain. Some of the reasons cited for staying in an abusive relationship is stalking, fear of repercussion, increased physical violence, and homicide. Separation is often the most dangerous period of an abusive relationship, especially when a child is involved. Custodial stalking is often a mechanism that abusers use to maintain power over their victims. Weaponizing children to maintain control. Custodial stalking is relatively new and unknown to most professionals. Abusers continue to maintain control over their ex-partners and at the same time traumatizing their children. The legal system and the child protective services can be weaponized against the victims through false accusations of drug and child abuse. This may result to the abuser obtaining the primary custody rights of the child. Research has shown that children exposed to abuse in the home affects their mental and emotional well-being. Children may suffer from symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder, emotional and behavioral problems, and lack of social skills. Some courts believe that two parents should be present in the child's life. Decisions made based on this assumption can create a window of opportunity for the abusive parents to continue their abuse. Utilizing analytical skills. According to Jansen, the analytic skill is one of the 4 basic skills that is important for policy development. It involves research, gathering data, and information in order to make policy recommendations. Using the analytical skills, social workers can research current laws or the lack thereof to protect the victims. Policies can be put in place so that the abusers can no longer use the system to their advantage. Current protective protocols for victims should be scrutinized for their effectiveness. Social workers can bridge the gap by not only making policy recommendations, but also educating professionals of the intricacy of abuse. Social workers can be the voice of victims who already feel helpless in their circumstances.